not the sound of people. Yes. Maybe something terrible has happened this way. I'm going. Let's go.
Something must have happened. Biko does not stand in time of peace. Please, I am going for the safety of my house. Where are they going?
The Igwe's palace. Did you see their faces?
Something terrible must have happened.
What must have happened? It is left for us to go and find out what must have happened. Wait for me. Let me go and bring my machete.
Come out quick, oh.
Oh no. Are we safe?
When the hedgehog leaves its burrow in the middle of the night, it is not heading for a meeting with the spirits. Something must have driven it out of its burrow.
So this.
A branch has fallen off the Iroko.
That's the echo. The sound.
The road of our ancestors is being traveled again. Igwe Mbechi is gone.
Ozo. Asokwa kebru manile.
Sugu ganjo.
Kosisi ada.
Only the tortoise knows the secret is hides in the shell. And only the ground keeps the bones of the dead from rattling. When the gods speak, they do not speak from both sides of their mouth. I can always see it on the throne of his fathers. Let the Igwe rest.
Oh, them.
elders, men, women, and children of Agu, there is time for everything in life. Time to plant and time to harvest. Time to live and time to die. Our Igwe has gone on a journey to our ancestors. Let us bid him farewell.
Hey! Ikana.
Like you already know, the hare does not run in the daylight for no reason. I have come with a message from the gods.
Oh no, my ears are open to hear, and my mind is open to digest.
The Igwe has gone home. The throne of our forefathers must not be left vacant. I consulted the gods, and I had been told that no other has the ability to carry the shell of the tortoise except the tortoise. That is the message I brought.
Oh no, I greet you. This tortoise is not ready to carry the shell. You should raise a child in the robe of his father. It is either he carries it well or he drags it in the mud. You have dressed me in a robe that is bigger than I am.
It is you the gods have chosen. And the gods do not make mistakes.
Neither have they. The gods can choose, but it is left for us to accept the honor. Oh no, the hare does not wake up in the morning to become a porcupine. No.
Are you saying that you do not want to be the next Igwe?
I am a Christian. My faith will not allow me. But even if not for my faith, I will still not accept. Oh no, the house rat does not venture out of the comfort of his house to fraternize with the bush rat. Oh no, I am comfortable where I am.
The gods chose you. What message do you want me to take back to the community?
The lemon is an orange with another name. My elder brother Onyesu knows the traditions and customs of this land more than I do. And I think, and I'm very, very sure that Onyesu will willingly and happily accept to be the Igwe. Ask for me, tell them I am not interested. Not at all.
You sent me on an errand to inquire the will of the gods concerning who will sit on the throne. That I have done. And the gods have stayed with the children of Unebu. I have informed Akanono about what the gods have said. But he refuses to be the next Igwe. What that means is that we are left with his brother, Onyeso.
Nanimbata, the 7 villages sent you to the gods to ask who will be the Igwe.
Correct.
And not to go and inform the person.
Not at all.
If Akanono has refused to be the Igwe, nobody should mention Onyeso's name.
God. Can't mention it.
There are other people in this land who can sit on the throne of our fathers. Ekuchakwam. Ekuchakwam.
You are correct.
Ukeje. The gods have said that the throne goes to Unebu's children. The gods do not speak through the anus. If Akanono refuses to be the Igwe, then Onyeso will be.
Naimbata. Igwe Adimora was from Idigu.
Yes.
Igwe Niaba was from Idigu.
Yes.
Igwe Mbechi was also from Idigu. If Akanono refuses to be the Igwe, then another community should be allowed to produce the Igwe.
That is the truth. That is the truth of the whole matter. Elders of Agigwe, I suggest that the next Igwe should not come from Idigu.
You are correct.
We have sat on the feet of Idigu for so long. And if we stay quiet over this matter, Idigu will continue to stay on our neck until the great river dries up.
No doubt about it.
In the lineage of this land, Idigu village is the youngest.
Correct. Yes.
We cannot allow the youngest to continue to sit on the throne of Aguigwe.
Can't allow it.
I agree. The gods might have decreed that, but change is constant.
Correct.
From the beginning of time, Idigu has always sat on the throne of Aguigwe. That is how Aguigwe ordained it. And that is how it will remain. We will not change that order. Not now. And not until time ceases.
I greatly fear.
You fear what?
Now that the other 6 villages have woken up to say that they want to sit on the throne of Agigwe, trouble, great trouble brews.
Which trouble? Adendo, look, the gods that made you a man must be laughing in amusement. Which one is, if there's a little trouble, you begin to shake like leaf in the wind? Eh? Who told you the 6 villages have reason to say they want to sit on the throne? Who told you that?
Our people say that one buttock cannot support the anus. It is only Idigu that has been sitting on the throne of Agigwe. Now, what of the other 6 villages? Are they not ripe enough to produce the next Igwe?
Adendo, somebody should tie your hands and feet and sell you into slavery. Yes. Eh? Tell me, whose concern is it? Is it not as Aguigwe, our ancestor, ordained it? Is it not so? If the 6 villages do not want it that way, they can go and hang themselves.
This is the kind of talk that brings trouble.
Which is trouble?
Yeah, I feel.
Oh, yeah. The trouble.
The arm of the Enyi is very heavy, but it is not too heavy for its offsprings. Let your arm not be too heavy for your followers. The roar of the lion is heard in the depth of the jungle, but it does not make its cubs afraid. Let your roar not strike fear into the hearts of those that follow you. I crown you, Igwe Onyeso Nebu of Agu Igwe. Igwe.
He's too full of himself. Always behaving as though he's an Oyibo man.
If you go to his house, he won't give you common cola.
We've always had it.
Time will tell.
If not somebody like you in this village, who will organize this merriment for us?
I have called you and your mother here today because there's no other person to call. Our people say that ours is ours. It is true. But mine is mine. If a man decides to swallow a bowl of pounded yam, knowing that he cannot, he should not blame his enemies if it sticks to his gullet, because he called it on himself. This seat I occupy is a very hot seat. It has a lot of challenges, and I require the assistance of people to keep my hold on this seat. But the kind of assistance I need, I can't even get from my council members. I know that a lot of people maintain that there is wisdom in gray hairs. I agree. But those gray hairs as well carry thoughts and ideas that just won't change. And that is the problem we have in our community. These are modern times, and we must keep pace with development. That is why I have called you, Ndagoba. I want to send you to the white man's land, Obodo Ibo. Yes, to go and acquire education. Because we need the knowledge of the white man to keep our hold on this seat. It is only with such knowledge that we can be more comfortable on this seat. That's why I have called you.
Igwe, whether the dung beetle rolls its dung forward or backwards, it does not matter. What really matters is that at the end of the day, it rolls its dung into its hole.
That's right.
Igwe, wherever you send me, I will go.
Good.
After all, why do we acquire knowledge if not to use it?
And you are going to use the knowledge you will acquire to develop our community. But Ndagoba, you must make me one promise that you will not disappoint my expectations.
Igwe, I promise.
May our ancestors guide you as you go. And may you bring back the white man's knowledge. You can rise.
Igwe, my brother, how can I thank you enough? God will bless you. Our ancestors will bless you and keep you on this throne for as long as you live. Long live Igwe.
Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you.
Igwe.
Igwe,
he will live long. He who pours palm wine into a hole dug in the ground just to preserve it will only succeed in making the spirits drunk. I believe there are better things to do with the community's money than sending Ndagoba to Obodo Oyibo. That's my stand.
If you tell a man a proverb and proceed to explain it to him, then the money spent on his mother's dowry is a waste. If the snake decides to move around like a snail, it becomes food for the hawks, and it only has itself to blame. Of all the communities, Agwigwe is the least developed, because we have chosen to live in the days of our ancestors, and I say this must change.
And Igwe, is it acquiring the white man's knowledge that will move Agwigwe into modern times?
The ability to swing from branch to branch does not make the baby monkey a baboon, but at least that is a start. If Ndagoba acquires the education of the white man, then we can stand up and tell the government, do this for us, and they will do it. Otherwise, we shall permanently remain in the backwaters of development, and that will not be good for our community.
It is when the termite decides to become a bird then it gets into trouble. We have always lived with what we are, since the days Agu trod these parts. Why do we suddenly want to acquire the ways of the white man?
Oh no, because that is the only way. And if we don't take that way, we would all die believing we have lived.
Igwe, how do you explain this to the community?
Whatever deliberations that we make here, whatever decisions we take are all for the good of the community. Therefore, the community will accept it. Today, the sun has risen in Agu. Eh? Yes. You see, when a millipede leaves its hole, you cannot tell whether it will come back as a snake or still as a millipede. No comment. But we thank our gods that our son, Ndaguba, has come back even as he went. Ndaguba, welcome. Thank you. The future of this community rests squarely on your shoulders. And I am very, very optimistic that your shoulders are broad enough to handle those responsibilities. That's right. You see, when a sparrow is bitten by a storm, it can no longer be scared of a mere drizzle. Now that you're back, it is time for us as a community to stand our ground and look every other community in the eye. It is now time for us to occupy our rightful place. That's right. And nobody is going to take it away from us. Wow. You know, as our people say, Onye bu alusi igwe. The man who carries the alusi igwe can never be struck down by thunder. I welcome you home, my son, with pride, with joy, with anticipation. No! Igwe!
Igwe!
Thank you, my son.
Elders of Agu, I salute you.
Women and children of Agigwe, I salute you all. The youths, I salute you. The head might be on top, but it carries the burden of the entire body. I thank you all for what you have done for me. I know that the eyes of the community are on me. After all, whatever I am today is possible through the communal effort. Our people say that when a cripple dances in the village square, his king's men cover their faces in shame. Now, because you have chosen me to dance at the village square, I stand here today to promise that your faces will not be covered with the mud of shame. I therefore stand here today to promise that if the need arises for me to lay down my life, I will do it. To make sure that Agigwe stands out among the other communities.
Look at all the money the Igwe used in organizing this celebration. We do not need celebration now. When all other communities around us are busy tarring their roads and providing pipe-borne water for their people, we are busy. We are here celebrating.
Wait, let me ask you. Were you expecting the Igwe to provide you pipe-borne water with money from his pocket? His own pocket?
The money that was used in this celebration is the money of the good people, not the Igwes. Listen, what we need is development, not festivities.
Let me ask you, how do these other communities know that we have money in this land if we don't spend it? How would they know? Eh? What do I can say, man?
I called you this time of night because there is something very serious I'd like us to discuss. I know that in your new status, your ways can no longer conform with ours in this little village. What are your plans for the development of our community?
Your Highness, my plans are not hidden. At the moment, I have offers from various companies and government establishments, especially one from Shell, which I am considering taking. Because geological surveys show that there is oil deposits in Agigwe here, in our land.
Well, that's good. That's good. But I think you'll be more useful to our community if you stayed back here. You see, I've managed to get the government to give us our own local government. And before too long, elections will be conducted into the various local governments. And I want somebody I can trust there in the local government.
Are you asking me to stand for election, Your Highness?
Ndagoba, my son.
No.
Yes. As the local government chairman.
I honestly do not know what to say.
Ndagoba, my son. The land needs you. And you know, if you come out to stand for any election, no one can stand against you.
No. Igwe, your wish is my command.
Thank you.
I accept.
That's my son. You have my blessings, my son, in all your endeavors. You will succeed wherever you go.
Darling, come. You know wearing your health out will not help you make a better decision. It is late.
You don't seem to understand. I am confused. I don't know what to do.
Come. You don't need to get confused. Listen. It is not as difficult as you think. The companies that have offered you jobs are not bad. But it will have a nice ring to it if you were to become the first chairman of this local government. Who knows? You could even become a senator one day and nobody will stand against you. Because the whole community wants you.
Honey, I know that. But the problem is that you don't seem to understand my plight. My problem is not becoming the first chairman and not becoming the chairman of the local government.
But what?
But my problem is to sit down in this village and face the local politics. It's not easy.
Darling, remember your commitment to Iwe. Yes. Come.
When the time comes to share meat, they will dust the buttocks and sit down. I called them my people to join hands with me in this fight, but they refused. We have all sat here, and Onyeso has become the Igwe in this land.
And it rankles my soul.
He will not sit on that throne. Not for too long. Not when I'm okay.
Do you want to remove him? It is too late. The people of the 6 villages you and I have been fighting for have agreed that he's their Igwe. How do we hope to unseat him when his buttocks are firmly fixed on the royal throne? How?
Look, we will find a way, which is to go and meet the local government chairman and discuss this issue with him. Tell him we want a rotational Igweship.
Okay, Je. Okay, Je. Our people do not fight a fight of blame. The chairman is Igwe's nephew. So, how do you expect him to listen to us?
Besides, it was the Agu Igwe who gave Idugu his blessings to sit on that throne forever.
Oh.
Obisike, you and I were not there when Agu Igwe died. Neither were the children of Idugu. As for the chairman, he is our own and will listen to us. The gods do not condone injustice. Idugu's children have been on the throne for too long. And it is time for another to sit in their stead.
Alright, I'll come over immediately. I'm on my way out. I just have some elders in my office that to attend to. I'll join you. Thank you very much, sir. Alright. Bye. Oh, I'm sorry, my people. I was talking to the military administrator. You're all welcome.
Thank you. Ndagoba, you are our own, which is why we have come to you. You were around when we started dragging this Igweship issue, though you were much younger then. We know that Agu Igwe, before he died, handed over the Igweship to Idigu. But our people say that when the dead make a will, the living can change it.
Yes. Chairman, you know there are 7 villages in this land. If only one continues to produce the Igwe, then the others are regarded as slaves.
My son, Mr. Chairman, you know we are all children of Agu Igwe. And in order to remove the monumental injustice persisting in the system of Igweship, all other villages should be given the chance to produce the Igwe.
Chairman, you are of our own stock. Things have started changing in this land. And the time has come when all that should stand out for rulership should be given chance to rule.
Yes. We are glad you are from Edochie, and you are the chairman of this local government.
Yeah.
We believe you can bring about a change. You can do something.
My people, I've heard you. The village where I come from does not matter. What really matters is that I am the chairman of the local government and therefore represent the interests of every other community within this local government. Since you have brought this to my knowledge, I promise I will do something about it. But I want to warn that this should not bring about any form of disorder in this land. I will handle it my own way, okay? All right, I was about going to see the military administrator before you people came in. So let me leave you now.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, how is your new office?
Oh no, it's not been easy. You know, it's a new local government, so a lot of things are not yet in place. But I'm trying my best. Right now, we're erecting new buildings in our permanent site, so we can move over.
Yeah. What has driven the cricket out of its hole at this time?
Oh no. Mazi UKJ and some elders came to my office the other day with a complaint about this Igweship. And as I was going through some files in my office, I saw this document. No. They say that it is not a shame for the blind to ask the cripple for direction. Wow. I do not have the gray hairs of wisdom yet, which is why I have come to ask. This document says that the Igweship should be an exclusive preserve for one family.
What family is that, my son?
The Onebu family, no. Since I was away for some time, so I decided to come and ask to find out if this decision was taken in my absence. They say he who asks for direction do not miss his ways.
You have done well, my son. It is only the ant that hears the whispers of the sands. It is only the earthworm that knows what is hid in the soil. We all did not sit inside a school, so how would I know what is written on that piece of paper? Well, my son, I know very well that the throne does not belong to only one family. No one bird can own the sky, and no one fish can swim the waters. But tradition says it belongs to Idigu.
Now, I am caught in the middle here. How do I present this to the Igwe, who is my uncle? But my village agitates for a change.
These questions are bigger than I am.
No. They say that an elder do not sit down at home and the good delivers in the barn. We have to do something immediately, or our community will go the way of ruin.
What would you want me to do? Unseat the one who was enthroned by the gods?
Oh no, Igwe Onyeso was not enthroned by the gods. The gods chose Akanonu. We chose Igwe Onyeso. This document was not written by the gods. Human hands wrote it, and human hands can change it.
But those hands will not be Mbatako's own.
The Igwe, an entire community, sent me to the white man's land to study their ways, to acquire their knowledge. That I have done. One thing I learned there is never to close my eyes to injustice.
Ndaguba, my son.
No.
Whatever has to be done to make the monkey remove his hand from the pot of soup before it becomes a human hand should be done. But these gray hairs will not stand in the middle of a fight between two cocks.
Our local government chairman coming to see me at this time. I hope all is well. Sit down.
All is not well, Your Highness.
What is the problem?
I found this in my office while going through some files.
What is it about?
It is a local government edict that says that the Igweship should be an exclusive preserve for the Onebu families of Idigu.
That's right. So what's wrong with that? It's true?
Your Highness, something is wrong with that. There is discussion in the land over this matter. And the people are not happy at all. I think it's time you looked into it.
There is nothing to look into. Absolutely nothing. Our ancestor, Agu bestowed this throne on Idigu as its exclusive right. It has been like that ever since. It will continue to be like that.
There's something wrong with that, Your Highness.
I disagree with you. Your Highness, you sent me to the white man's country to acquire the knowledge.
That I have done. Now come to look at it this way. The other communities around practice rotational Igwe. And they are happy. Igwe, if the people are against you, you will find this land very difficult to rule.
Ndagoba, my son, you're a young man, and hot blood runs in your veins. You see, when the blood of youth in us fires us, we tend to do very irrational things. We tend to act without thinking. That is why it is always said that exuberance is the prerogative of youth, while wisdom is the virtue of age. I will advise you not to wade into matters that are beyond you, like this one. Leave me to handle things that have to do with the Igwe's tool. It's not for you.
Your Highness, if I tell you that I am not concerned about what happens to you, then I will be telling you lies. Right now, representations have been made to me, and the people are not happy with you at all.
I see. So what are you asking me to do? Step down?
Oh, not at all, Your Highness. Not at all. I'm only saying that you can change this. So that when you have gone, somebody else from another clan can sit on the throne of our fathers. Your Highness, you have the power to change this. And by so doing, you would have left a lasting legacy.
If the kind of legacy you want me to leave is to change what our ancestors instituted, then I must disappoint you. I will not do any such thing, not upon my life.
Your Highness, I am under pressure. Certain people have written petitions against you. And as I'm talking to you now, the military administrator has ordered me to do something, and I can. But I consider it better that you take this decision yourself.
Ndagoba, listen to me. You have a very bright future. In you, my sister, and the entire community have found an invaluable asset. Don't waste it by wading into something you don't understand. In your own interest, don't.
So, what are you saying in effect, Your Highness?
What I'm saying is that this could cost you your life if you don't take your time. Our people normally say that if a child has not developed enough valor to go after the cause of his father's death, he might throw his life into the bargain. So what I'm advising you to do is to abandon this issue. It is bigger than you can ever contemplate. Besides, those who are manipulating you now will not hesitate to sacrifice you in order to achieve their aims. That's my advice to you. Abandon this in your own interest. It could cost you your life.
Mama, good evening.
Hey, welcome.
All right, the file's here. You can go. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, sir.
All right.
How was your day?
Oh, hectic as usual.
It's not easy running a new local government, but I'm trying my best.
Hello, darling. You're welcome.
Oh, sweetheart. Thank you. So how are you?
I'm fine.
Sure, dinner is ready. I'm very, very hungry.
Just a minute.
Mama, I went to see the Igwe concerning the issue of rotational chieftaincy and the local government edict I told you about.
So what did he say?
Honestly, Mama, I think this is deeper than what I thought. He said things like, if I am not careful, the course I'm pursuing could take my life. I seriously do not understand.
What does he mean by that?
Darling, you mean your uncle threatened your life?
That's what it really sounds like.
Mama, what is all this?
I think I have to be careful. I really have to be very, very careful.
Chairman, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
I have told you, I have no hand in Ndagoba's death. What am I killing him for? My own nephew, right? Why would I want to kill him? After all, I trained him.
You threatened him. You told him this throne will take his head.
Listen, I did not threaten him. I did not tell him that this throne will take his life. I told him that what he was pursuing was too big for him, and that if he did not take his time, it was going to cost him his life. He wanted to change what our ancestors instituted.
You know it's the only one I have. You trained him. You said you wanted him to become somebody. Is it in that grave that he will become somebody? Is this your throne that you occupy better than the life of my only son? Eh? Oh yes, so why did you kill him? Oh yes,
It's okay, Chinyere.
Elders of Agu, I greet you.
Thank you.
Our people have a saying that when the hair is seen in the daytime, it is either it is pursuing something or something is pursuing it. Something has chased us out of our holes. A branch has fallen off the Iroko and it has fallen on the wrong side of the road. Hello? When the inexplicable happens, the unquestionable is imagined. We from the 7 villages have come to find out what killed Ndagoba. Did you? Oh,
I am surprised. Igwe, every leopard has the same spot. What makes one leopard different from the rest? Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing is the answer. Every day in the 7 villages of Agigwe, people die. What makes important the death of one man that has led to this gathering? What is it? What?
Because we, the people of Umodeche, are concerned more than any other community.
Ndagoba comes from Umodeche. It is part of us that died with him.
Yes.
If the witch flies by night and the banana tree withers in the morning, the witch must know what happened to the banana tree.
Oh, that's true.
Ndagoba's wife ran to us and told us that the Igwe threatened Ndagoba's life. 2 days after that, Ndagoba died. Words have never sounded more true.
Obisike, are you accusing me of killing Ndagoba?
Your Highness, if the daughter of a mad woman looks like the Dibia, then it must be the Dibia that made the mad woman pregnant. Evil spirits do not carry guns about.
You did not hear he was killed by armed robbers?
Igwe. So they killed him without stealing anything? Not even his car?
You were not there, and I was not. How is one to know what happened?
Your Highness, fairy tales are for babies at their mother's breast.
Yes.
We want to know what killed Ndagoba.
I see. The hyenas are gathering to feast on the unfortunate antelope. But I must tell all of you something. This meat will be too strong for you to chew, let alone consume.
It is the nose that smells the bad wind. The rest of the body feels it. Ndiche decreed that no child of Aguigwe should take the life of his brother. If it is Igwe Onyeso that has killed Ndagoba, the calamity that will come will not be on his head alone, but on all the 7 villages. Igwe Onyeso must step down from the throne and answer our questions.
Elders of Aguigwe. Elders of Aguigwe. It is not in the place of elders to jabber like market women. These gray hairs we carry on our heads were not bought with Manila. Hi. We do not finish killing the lion and throw the spear away because it is stained with blood. What if there are other lions out there? At the same time, they say we should not mention the private part of an old woman. How do we give her a baby then? Igwe Onyeso, these are grave allegations against you. And we must do the right thing. Do you agree to take an oath that your hands are not involved in Ndagoba's death?
I do not, and I will not.